right? It was even higher. The order wasn't. I think the order is going to settle in 10 minutes or so. I think I'm going to incur the loss. But yeah, so the ETH is severely underperforming. It's been quite disappointing, to be honest, in my opinion. But who knows? Things might pick up again. And this morning, probably everybody has seen the news that the SEC will stop investigating the ETH 2.0, the liquid staking part, right? Where we immediately saw a pump on the ETH and the liquid stake DeFi related sector, right? For example, Lido, LDO, and et cetera, right? So I think this market is still very sensitive in terms of the major decisions, the major lawsuits, major investigations. I think the market sentiment is still there, right? Where I think the upcoming ETH S1 approval or even the final listing of the ETH approvals will play a quite significant, quite significant factor into the price movement, right? So aside from that, I don't think there's anything too exciting as of for the past 2 weeks. Oh, there was a pretty juicy airdrop. I think it was yesterday. What is it? It was is it Layer Zero? I think they announced their airdrop plan, right? I think a lot of and ZK. Sorry, the ZK airdrop was pretty exciting. I think a lot of people, if you play on chain a little bit, you potentially got some ZK, and congratulations if you have. Yeah, aside from that, I don't think there's anything too exciting about the industry, and let's wait and see.
Actually, I have a curious question. With all of these industry insights, what would be your preferred method to go and find out what's happening in the industry? Because I think moving from this episode, our viewers, they don't hear from you directly anymore. They will need to know where they are able to find, industry insights, even like, airdrop news. What are the kinds of different information sources that you personally follow, so that we can also share with our viewers?
Yeah, I'm not going to mention names, but one of the main source is from Twitter, from X itself, right? I do follow quite a bit of KOLs as well as some mainstream medias. I think that's the major source of information that I acquire. And also, I'm a heavy on-chain player, right? So like I do play a lot of on-chain farmings, on-chain yields, airdrop hunting, quite a bit. And when you do that, you have a lot of friends, right? Discussing different projects, discussing different news, updates, a lot of information coming from different social medias and from the airdrop hunting chat group as well, right? So there's major like two ways of my source of information. One is from the social media, one is from my inner circle. Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we do have different Bybit communities that you can also engage in. So whether it's to discuss the different projects that are live now or hot right now, actually Bybit has different language communities that you can also participate in, so that you're able to discuss what you should be following in the next few bull runs. Yeah, so perhaps we can just answer a few questions right now before we reveal the results of your winnings and your losses. I'm sure largely winnings, but one of the questions that we received, actually in different forms, different viewers are actually asking the same type of question, is what are the risk-free investments besides flexible savings, simple savings?
Okay, very good question. A lot of I think the majority of the users are looking at risk. Well, I hate to use the word risk-free, but like it's I would say principal protected or a low risk product, right? So on Bybit we have different product tailored for different clients, right? Aside from flexible savings, if you are a ETH holder, we do have the ETH liquid stake product that is available and is actually quite popular, right? So essentially what we did is we integrate on chain with one of the largest liquid stake provider called Lido. Probably you guys are aware of them. right? And they issued a liquid state token called STETH, where it's a one-to-one representation of your stake ETH if you decided to stake on their protocol, right? So you will stake your ETH, you get your STETH, and once you hold STETH, you're just gonna get your yield on a daily basis. And once, if you want to convert back to your ETH, you can just simply do that on our platform, right? So it's very low risk if you are a ETH holder. And of course, we also have the wealth management, which is really, really popular right now, especially under the current market condition, right? So we have USDT. Right now, we offer up to 6% APR on up to $5 or $10 million of USDT. I mean, if you're a whale, you have nowhere else to generate your incomes. Why don't you give us a try, right? And we guarantee a 6% yield for now. And of course, if you are a lot of people are, a lot of clients are actually, they ask me, Jared, I want to actually generate some BTC income, right? Previously, we were actually in short of BTC earn products. Actually, like if you want to earn BTC, we're actually in short of that. But after some heavy rigging work, we've actually finally introduced our first, and I think is industry leading BTC wealth management fund pool. And so far we offer up to 1.5%. Sorry, not up to 1.5%. Right. So
That's really hard.
yeah, let me actually show you that. Let me actually just share my screen, and the product is still available for purchase. But so far, it's only at the moment it's only available to VIPs. But we're gonna gradually release it to more and more regular clients. Just give me one sec.
So would you say that wealth management can actually be considered something that is almost low risk or virtually no risk with quite a decent return out of
Yes,
like all the different products that we have actually?
correct. Wealth management is actually extremely safe. Extremely safe. We've been launched. This product was launched last year, in July or August, and it has been almost a year, right?
Mm.
And we fully tested with our third parties, with our market makers on this, and the amount of risk management that we've built for this product is just insane, right? Nothing leaves Bybit. The trading risks are very, very minimum because we do ask for we do have quite tight or strict risk management protocols for our market makers. And if you see, and the product itself is really popular, right? If you look at our USDT product, is actually completely sold out, right? I think it was almost 50 million, right? Completely sold out because people think under the current market condition, I don't think they have other um, ways of generating income if they are just plain simply holding USDT. But also, what we're more excited about is the BTC fund pool, right? Which is at 1.5% APR. And what you see is what you get. There's no tiers, there's no tricks, right? If you deposit 10 BTC, you're gonna get 10 BTC worth of 1.5% APR, right? So what you see is what you get. We're not gonna trick you. Right? The product itself is really, really popular as well. I think actually we've just increased the quota for subscription this morning. The product was like sold out within 7 to 8 hours once when we first introduced it, right? So it's something that under the current market conditions, something that for VIPs for you to consider. Yeah.
Nice. And basically it's whatever you see is what you get, right? So
Yes.
essentially if it says 6%, you will be getting 6% in USDT as returns for the entire APR. And then if it's like BTC, you get 1.5%. So again, no tricks. I think this is actually quite a good answer to some of the questions that we're getting from our viewers, which is asking for a risk-free investment or risk-free products, because this is virtually whatever you see on the screen is what you get. So that could be something that we'll consider as well. So wealth management technically isn't a structured product, right, Jerry? But
No,
it
it's
is a
not.
good option to it.
It's an earned product. It's an earned product, and it's actually designed for long-term holders, where you simply have allocation of USDT where you don't want to trade, right? You simply just want to gain stable incomes for USDT, and this is a place we offer, for the clienteles like that.
Yeah. And a relevant question, I guess, because there will definitely be some comparisons between flexible savings or fixed savings with wealth management. So
Mhm.
something that would be easy for users to understand, for flexible savings, for example, one of
Mhm.
our viewers asking why the live rate, which I imagine is the APR, goes up and down regularly.
Very good question. Flexible saving is essentially in-house borrowing and lending product, right? So if you are a depositor and if you put your money in flexible saving, actually what really happened in the back is your money is actually being lended to people who trade on UTAs, right? So there are a group of people when they trade or when they apply leverages, they need money, right? They're actually borrowing that money from the lending pool, and the pool is actually whatever you deposited. And of course, APRs is a representation of the supply. It's like a scale, right? Once one side tilts, the APR might change accordingly. The APR is a representation of the supply and demand of the borrowing and the lending, right? When you see APRs is getting high, that means the demand for USDT is high. That usually means the market is really, really good because more and more people want to trade. They want to apply leverages, they want to borrow money to trade. And when you see a market trend like this, usually the market isn't, sorry, when you see a market trend like this, the APR usually wouldn't be too high because the market is actually quite stable. It's actually quite boring, in my opinion. And there is not a lot of needs in terms of borrowing USDT to trade, right? So that's the backend logic for flexible saving. Wealth management, on the other hand, it's a completely different rationale. It's a completely different logic where what you deposited is actually being managed by trusted third-party market makers that has been go through a very strict screening process by the entire company, right? And what they're trading is 99.99% is delta neutral strategies where there is no directional exposures on risk. So it doesn't really matter if the price pump, dump, doesn't matter, right? What they're essentially doing is arbitrage. And that fee that the APR is generating from the arbitrage, right? And we, of course, we're going to monitor all of their trade, right? So that's the main difference if you really want to understand the backend logic for both of the products.
Yeah, I think actually that is really clear to me. There are different scenarios. I think, especially for a VIP user, if you do have quite a lot of assets, I would imagine that the best product here is actually more wealth management versus flexible or fixed savings, right?
Correct. I mean, if you are whale, if you do hold, a lot of tokens, BTC, USDT, and you just want to simply generate some income,
Like you, Jerry.
me no, no,
Real-
no. I wish. Hopefully one day I'll get there. But not as of not yet.
Not
Almost
yet
got me
gaining financial freedom.
there. Almost got me there, Krista.
Well, but this brings us to the next point, which is how much have you won from the previous episode? So maybe you can share a bit more about the results from the previous purchases that we made on structured products. Would you be able to run us through it?
Yes. Give me 1 sec, and let me see if I can get my portfolio up. All right. So let's just get straight into the results. All right.
I think we will need to guess first. Maybe we can get some intelligent guesses on whether Jerry has made a profit and by how much. So if you can just let us know in the comment section, how much do you think Jerry has made from his different variety of purchases last week? So he did 3 different products out of 4 structured products, namely discount buy, double win, and dual asset. Was that it? So 3 different
Dual
products.
asset, yes, dual asset, discount buy, and smart leverage. Correct.
So we have some people saying yes already. a lot of faith in you, Jerry.
Thank you.
They all believe that you have made a profit from the previous purchase. So let's get into it maybe. Just see how
Sure.
much have you made from your previous decisions.
Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to go through each and every single order. So let me just quickly recap, right? So I did loss on the smart leverage, right? All 200. And I did loss on the discount buy, but it was a close buy, right? I think my purchase price was around 3,600, but now the price is, I think, dipped a little bit. It's slightly below 36, but it's a very close buy. So I wasn't losing too much. And I think I win quite a bit on the dual asset, where I think I was buy low on Athena. Athena price, thank God, wasn't dipping. So I earned a very juicy APR. I think it was over 340% of APR. So it's for 1 day. So I have to divide that by 365. So the entire portfolio, after all the calculations, consolidations, is here, right? So it's not good, but it's it's at least it's not bad, right? So after all the dumping, after all the everything, so I still have like a $45 profit.
Not bad.
So yeah, so this is actually not bad, right? So actually, if you hold your token, you're not gonna break even, right? If you start like
Yeah.
10,000, if you buy Bitcoin with Ethereum, at the time I started it, you're probably gonna have more loss than I did, right? So, I guess I got lucky and get my way up by using different products, trying really, really hard with Krista and with all of your help, taking your advices. And yeah, so I realized a very tiny profit, and even under the current shitty market conditions, but hopefully in the long run, in the upcoming weeks or month, I can realize a lot more.
I mean, so in general, or to summarize, you made about $45, right?
Under the key part is under the current market condition. Yes.
In the current market condition, you still made $45. Someone has a lot of faith, so very close. We had a guess that was 50,000. So if you minus a few zeros, that's quite close to what Joey has made. So good guess. Thanks for making that guess. But yeah, I think considering everything that we have done, we haven't been very risk averse. I feel like we have actually been taking a lot of risks with our users. Remember that one episode where someone just said buy another dual asset plan, and then we just did it, and somehow we made money on it. So, kudos. I think because of that, it shows that a lot of our viewers here has actually picked up a lot of skills or information about structured products.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you will probably. I mean, if really you compare the structured product lines, what's happening on Bybit, what we're offering on Bybit, and if you compare elsewhere, you're probably going to find the most comprehensive product lines that's ever offered, across the industry. You're probably not going to see another product lines in another centralized exchange as sophisticated or as comprehensive as the ones that we offer. Right. So I know this is last episode. I'm still trying to, pitch the product. But guys, for the past 5 weeks, for the past 5 episodes, I've been trying really hard to demo, and hopefully you find a product that's right for you. Right. We're not trying to, let you try everything and lose money. What we're trying to achieve here is to educate people on how the structured product works, and under what types of market conditions you could apply what types of tools or products that help you to gain or to hedge your portfolio. Right? So hopefully you get a few things out from this live stream. And kudos or congratulations if you follow along and made money. And if you're like me, made a 45, $50, enjoying a
It's
beer,
still a
enjoying
win.
a coffee. Yeah, it's some money. It's good money, right? $50. I think it's enough for 2 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks of coffee, enjoying your coffee, right, with your loved ones. Right.
So, Jerry, how have you been spending your profits, or how would you plan to spend, your $45 of profits?
This. I'm
What's
gonna
that? Is
spend
that
on
a card?
this. This is my Bybit card. I've been using it heavily since the day I got it. I think I probably spent too much on this, but this completely changed, my ways of spending money. Completely changed. I'm not using any other cards so far. It's super easy to use. It's low fees, and the whole experience is just amazing, right?
I think that's great because I heard that we have an expert on Bybit Card that is here on this show as well, to join us and share a little bit more about what Bybit Card is.
Cool.
Yeah. Can we introduce Karina?
Hello, guys.
Hey, Karina.
Hi, Karina.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm happy to be back.
Yes, welcome back to our Earn Challenge. Actually, Karina has been, I believe, on episode 2 with
Yes.
us to also share some of the latest updates for Bybit Card. And today she is back to share even more perks for Bybit Card, because we also have Jerry, who is a very strong supporter of the product. He's able to
Absolutely.
share a bit about, all of the extra earnings that he has gotten. So it's not just from, earn products. He also managed to get even more profit from using Bybit Card. So maybe we can get him to share a bit more.
Yeah. Jerry, I'm actually really happy that you're a big fan of our product. And I don't know if you've heard about the feature that we introduced just recently, the auto cashback, that allows our users to actually get cashback directly in USDT. Previously, we only had cashback in points, but now all of these points can be converted into USDT. And moreover, you can receive cashback directly in USDT on all purchases done with fiat and crypto. All users get 2% and cashback, and VIP users can get up to 10% cashback.
Amazing.
I don't know, do you use it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, this has completely changed, my spending behavior. Completely changed. I don't use any cash. I don't use any other card. Well, for some of the purchases I do, but 98% of my daily spendings are actually going through this, and especially it's especially helpful when I'm traveling. You don't have to go to the exchange to get local currency. You don't need that. All you need is this, and takes care of everything for you, right?
Yeah.
And what I really like about the function is the auto cashback. And actually, I'm gonna share with you my.
Please do, please.
Let me open up my app. It's on my app.
Yeah, actually, everyone can enable auto cashback in the card dashboard and just start to get cashback in USDT right away.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Right. So, there's some push. Anyways, yeah. So I've been spending heavily, right? And I think I'm a very poor VIP, but I do get some auto cashbacks, and this is what I've been collecting from the auto cashbacks, right? 63.756 USDT, which is quite a bit, considering that's only like two to. It's, I think, different VIP tiers has different ones, right? Different rates, right? But I think I'm on the lowest rate, but still I think I was 2%. And imagine how much money I spent on this, getting 2%, which is $63, right? This is actually really, really cool.
Oh, I can see that you actually also use flexible savings.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Oh,
so and that's another great feature.
Yeah. It's actually another feature that allows users to earn with the Bybit card. So you can get up to 8% APY and also spend this money with your Bybit card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think last time when I was here, I talked about it as well, because it's an amazing tool to earn with the Bybit card. Yeah, and Jerry, you just mentioned that you are a VIP. I don't know if you've heard about the new campaign that we just launched. It's for VIPs that if you spend 10,000 USDT or euros, depending on which card you have, you can get 150 USDT trading bonus.
If you spend $10,000 and you will be eligible to get $150 in trading bonus.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to spend. I'll try my best.
Yeah, you just said that you haven't spent with your Bybit card. Go ahead and prove us.
True. I'm
sure
gonna use that money. yeah, the earn challenge money to spend 10,000 and to get that
Yeah.
$150 in trading bonus. And hopefully I can make another 10,000 with that trading bonus.
It's not a tall order. As long as you just spend on like, some plane tickets, some accommodations for your hotel, you'll be able to cover it, and then you get 150. And I believe this is also on top of the existing cashback. So actually there are a lot of perks that are ongoing as well for Bybit card.
Yeah. For all new users who apply for the card now, we have €5 card bonus upon application, €5 or USD, depending on which region you apply from. And then after you spend the first €120 or USDT, you get additional €10 USD card bonus that you can spend with your card. So yeah, we have lots of campaigns, lots of promotions going on, and it's actually an amazing way to make your spending experience easier, and also to earn with the Bybit card while you spend.
This is actually one of the, well, aside from my structured products, this is actually the personally favorite product that's ever exist on Bybit platform. Because like I said, this has completely changed my spending behavior, right? Whenever I go, I don't need to, hassle around in the airport to get the local currencies. I don't have to, ask for colleagues to trade, from Singapore dollar to, dirhams or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right. So this is something that is really, really cool.
Yeah, it's MasterCard, and it's accepted everywhere where MasterCard is accepted. So there is no need for any other card.
Absolutely. And let us know when it supports Apple Pay, right? I think it's gonna come pretty soon, or isn't it?
Please keep an eye on all the updates, and you'll be the first one to know.
That'll be amazing. Thank you so much, Karina. Thank you so much.
I think because of all the selling here that you guys are doing for Bybit card, I actually went to also get one here. So this is my brand new card that I haven't unboxed or used yet, because this is how it looked like. And then when I received it, this is exactly how the Bybit card looks. So this is a brand new card, probably not as not looking like yours anymore, Jerry, because yours is very well used. Mine is still quite shiny, I believe. So it's brand new. I'm not going to flip my card over, because then I don't know what mine is like. So it's not that you have a lot to spend, but if Jerry, you can flip yours over, I think you'll be doing all of us a huge favor.
Well, not today.
We'll make sure to spend this 10,000. Just flip the card over.
I will try to, first earn some additional money from Bybit Earn, and all the profit, like I said, I will go straight into the Bybit card, right? And which supports my daily spendings, right? But overall, this is an amazing product. It's something that I'm pretty much using every single day, right? It's becomes my habit, right? So quite amazing. With the auto cashbacks, with auto saving, your idle money just go directly to flexible savings, earning daily interest, right? So it's like a new concept of earn and spend actually at the same time, right? Which is really, really cool. I really, really like that.
We're getting some questions actually for Bybit card. So maybe Karina, you can help us to answer. So what are the benefits of Bybit card for VIP users? Asked by a VIP.
Well, the VIPs have an increased cashback up to 10%, depending on the level that they have. And we also give some subscription rebates on 3Commerce, on Telegram Premium, on TradingView. So yeah, you can check it all out on bybitcard.com or on bybit.com in the card section.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Karina, and thank you for introducing Bybit card for us. I think that's
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Karina. So we're coming back. Don't leave. We're not saying bye to you yet, but then we'll just do a very, very quick summary on, the journey that we have so far, because after all, this is our final episode with Jerry for this Earn Challenge. I'm pretty sure we will see him soon again in some other way. But we do have some questions about, all of these different products, right? The 4 from structured products. Which is the one that you feel has given you the most return
Mm.
out of everything that we have bought so far?
Definitely dual asset, without a blink. Definitely dual asset. Dual asset is one of the products that actually when I first took over Earn is the first product that I revamped heavily. Actually reshaped this product from actually the first version of Bybit dual asset doesn't look like this. It was playing, sort of like you only have one strike, one target price, and you have to stick with it, right? And it's not very flexible. You can choose tenor, you cannot choose different tokens. It's very, I would say it's very legacy product. After the revamp took place, I think it was a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. The product was a proven success, where the concept is very simple. You buy low or sell high, right? If you buy low successfully, you stick with it. If you don't buy low successfully, you get some yield, right? So what I call it, it's actually an advanced version of limit order, comparing with spot limit order. And this is what I do. And this is actually for those of you who know me long enough, they know that I'm a holder, right? I actually stack tokens, and I go into the market when I feel like I have a target price in mind. I don't actually mind if it dips below, right? So dual asset has been giving me this opportunity, regardless whether my target price is hit or not. Right? And if it's not hit, usually the APR is really, really juicy if you compare it with saving. Right? So this product is definitely, I'm a heavy user of this product, and has been giving me the most amount of returns.
That's crazy. So essentially, regardless, you will still get something back. You wouldn't lose everything with dual asset, right?
No, it's a very well. It has some risks, but it's not like a crazy all in all or nothing type of product like smart leverage. Where smart leverage is a little different in terms of the product structure. But dual asset, it's something. If you're a holder, if you are long term believer of some tokens, is you can actually use that product a lot.
Yeah. I think that is actually quite a good insight out of everything that we have done here. Mainly, we know that out of the 4 episodes where we put in money to buy something, you actually used dual asset in almost all of the episodes, which says a lot, right? Regardless of the market volatility or market trends, it somehow seems that dual asset is something that you would personally fall back on. So actually, if you can just give me like 3 main points on your personal learnings or insights or what you wouldn't do again from this entire 5 episode series, what would they be?
First is never be too optimistic. Have to respect the market. This is number one. Number two is never put all your eggs in one basket. Where I think I made a mistake of putting too much in one product in the first couple of episodes, where incurred a bigger loss. Three is, I would say, don't like care about. Well, I mean, I know if you incur a loss, you panic and you urgently want to get it back. But in terms of trading or in terms of managing a portfolio, gotta be very patient, right? I think the more you rush, the more you panic, the more you're gonna lose, right? So believe in what you believe. Always have a big basket, or always have your again, not financial advice, but always have something. Play with the money that you afford to lose, right? Don't overdo it. Don't go all in meme coins. Well, I'm not saying you could lose if you go all in meme coins, but it's not my style. I usually put quite a bit of my portfolio in mainstream tokens like Bitcoins and Ethereum, right? So I would say, if you're managing portfolios where if you just simply want to gain some stable incomes, you want to be a little safer, right? So respect the market. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, and of course, be patient. I think those 3 things is something that I personally took out from this Earn Challenge, and I think this is something I'm gonna continue to tell myself things that I should follow. Right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jerry. And I think just a little shout out here. Last episode, you actually bought Epina because also because we were doing a giveaway for Athena, I believe. So for today's episode, we would be giving away MFER, 25,000 MFER in fact. So if you haven't already joined our pop quiz, don't forget to participate in the current quiz right now that you can see on your live stream page, whether if you're joining us on web, and then you can stand a chance to win a prize pool, a share of the 25,000 MFER. So sadly, we don't have any products for MFER right now, but Athena was a good one that we did the previous time. Cool. Okay. There are just a few more questions for Bybit card. So one of them is whether Indonesian citizens can have that card. Not at this moment. So Indonesia isn't a region that we are participating in for Bybit card. But stay tuned to even more news for, I believe, market expansion. So that is something that the entire team is working very heavily on to bring card products to even more users around the globe. Yeah. Any final words from you, Jerry, before we wrap things up?
It's been really fun. This is the first live stream series that I've ever done in my life. And also there's a few takeaways from the entire series, which I find very helpful. And hopefully, and this, the interactions is just quite amazing. I would say stay tuned. Obviously, thank you for everybody who's been following from the first episode. And if you follow along, congratulations again if you made some profit. But if you're, didn't really realize a profit, again, don't panic. Be patient. The money will come, right? And we are still very dedicated as an Earn team. We're still very dedicated to improve our product experiences. Along the ways, actually, I received a lot of product feedbacks as well, right? So we're here to improve our product. We're gonna stay here to make sure our product lines remains competitive, and there will be more and more very cool update you potentially could see from our structured product. So stay tuned. We're actually doing. I'm not gonna say too much now, but stay tuned. In the third quarter of the year, you probably will see some major update on some of the products where you can actually bespoke or tailor or customize some of your parameters, right? So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for having me as a speaker here to play along with the $10,000. And a big shout out to Krista as well, who's been an amazing host. We had a lot of fun together. Thank you so much again.
Yeah, if anything, I think my personal insight is that from asking all of these different kind of questions and being on the episode for the past 5 episodes, I feel like I've learned a lot about structured products. I feel like I've learned even more from the viewers' questions. When you ask a question, is something that I haven't thought about, so it's great. And I think both of us really appreciate our time here. So again, for the final takeaway, Jerry has shared that his favorite or his well-used product is dual asset from this entire past 5 episodes. So if that's any indication, that could be something that you want to consider if you haven't tried out structured products before. But all of the information are listed out there. If you have any feedback, feel free to let us know as well. And we'll be working hard to bring you even better products moving forward from here. Even if you don't see us on live stream, I'm pretty sure that's something that we will always be working on behind the scenes. So thank you so much for your support.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for being a customer. Thank you.
Thank you, and see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.